People, I'm at Fifth Third. Just went to make a deposit. So I gotta go through a metal detector. Why do I gotta go through a metal detector? I asked the manager, do you have metal detectors at every branch? Of course the answer's no. So why do our people in our community gotta go through this? Because we allow it. That's what, why would we have to go through is, all right, I can see security. That's security. Coming through a metal detector to go to a bank? Again, I asked the people that want the tellers, where's your manager? Where's the brand's manager? Simple question, people, simple fact. Do they have that? Sir, you security, right? Have you worked at other branches? They don't all have where you go through a damn, no, they don't all have them. Now you lying because I just asked the branch manager. I'm just about all of them. They wouldn't, I guarantee everyone, no, I don't give a damn where I'm at. Right. I didn't say security, I said going through a metal detector. That's the branch manager knocking on the door. Same thing through some of all these places. Then you wonder why some of the damn kids act like this. You teaching them, you treating them like they criminals before they do something. When are we gonna wake up? When are men gonna step up and do something? When? There was an incident the other day on 79th Street where a fraternity brother of mine happens to live. A guy held the woman hostage and her damn kid hostage. A guy held the damn woman and kid hostage, burnt the building, all because the damn woman don't want to be with you? Because you not handling your responsibility? So now you want to put a knife and do whatever to the woman and an 11-year-old girl. What do you think that's going to do to that girl? It's going to mentally traumatize her for the rest of her life. But yet men still won't get the hell up. And all they want to do is sit and complain on Facebook. What the hell you think gonna continue to happen if you don't get out in the streets and do something? The same shit gonna keep happening. To you young men out here, please, put the guns down, please. What are you shooting each other for? Facebook going down the other day could have been a good thing for a day, for us to regroup, use it for the good, not to talk about each other, not to bully each other. Why can't once we love each other, respect each other? Clean these damn communities up. Many of these kids, we have failed them. The adults have failed. Get that through your head, people. If a business fails, the person responsible for the business is responsible. So if the kids have failed, the grown-ups in the community have failed. From the parents, to the politicians, to the preachers, to the aldermen. We have failed. So it's time for a new game plan. Carlos, what is the new game plan? To start mentoring. Everybody's got to be a part. Fraternities, sororities, street organizations, non-Greeks. This got to be a village to work. That's the only way it's going to work. So if this isn't a bank where people usually work, come to deposit their money, so if they're treating you like a criminal and we're law-abiding, working so-called citizens, what are they doing to these damn kids in the street? But we keep letting our rights being violated. You keep not doing anything for the children. You continue to have poor education. Because you too lazy to go to the school. Have you ever thought to go to the school? Parents to talk to the teachers, to talk to the principal? I'm a former teacher, I know this. Get on the local school council. Find the hell what's going on at the school. You demand your aldermen go to them schools and fix it. That's what they get paid to do, to make sure the community functions properly. Obviously, if people are getting shot, it's fucking havoc. Excuse my language, but that's what it is. It's havoc. It's chaos. That means it starts from the top. From the governor, to the mayor, to the state rep, to the aldermen. Why is our communities going through this? This ain't happening in Chinatown. It's not happening in a little village. It's not happening in Boys Town. It's not happening in Greektown. It's not happening in Batavia, the Gold Coast, Hyde Park, downtown, River North, Edgewater, Orland, Wrigleyville. But Carlos, they had a problem on the north side. And they're going to solve the problem quickly, people, because the people demanded an emergency meeting. Research it. They didn't wait. That next week, immediately, the alderman had an emergency meeting with that community. That's more sirens, people. More police. Chaos. Chaos. Do I got to show you more? That's where I got to start getting in the streets. More. This is a lot. We could be paying our kids to clean this up, people. This is a job. This dirty, filthy lot is a job. If I went through these communities, which I'm going to start doing, to show the people, because the people clearly aren't getting it. So I'm going to have to show you. I'm going to take you to Chinatown, River North, Boys Town, Edgewater, Little Village, and these communities that are doing much better than us so you can visually see it. We are the walking dead. The same dumb show that you watch, The Walking Dead, who do you think they're talking about? Us. And you continue to watch that stupid shit. You continue to watch Love and Hip Hop. You continue to watch these shows when they make us look like stupid buffoons. You continue to let your kids play Grand Theft Auto, GTA. Have you ever looked at the game, people? That's why they're carjacking. You don't even know what the hell your kids playing. It's a damn game. Most of the gamers, majority white cops. The characters are black people shooting up stuff in a car, and they get rewarded for it. And you parents let them play this. You buy them the game. You don't even look at what they're playing. You let them play on the phone. You know why you do that? Because you don't want to parent them. You're too lazy to be parents. Somebody that you brought into the world, but you claim you love them? No. Most of you are selfish. Because everything else is more important. Getting a damn master's degree, driving a better Benz, living in a better house. All for what? Of hate. Because the people in your peer group have a better house. Now you gotta match it. But all along, who's suffering? These damn kids. I don't care about more security coming. What are you gonna do? I got the right to be here. What you shaking your head at? What? Because I said I don't want to come through a metal detector? I don't give a damn what I'm causing. Excuse me what? Excuse me or what? Call the damn police. You think I care about that? Back off what? Did I come near you? I'm here. My distance is here. Call the police. Call the police. Not no disturbance. I got a right. I can stand on the sidewalk for 20 hours and yell. Don't let me go get bullhorns. Tell me what the fuck I could do. This is the public sidewalk. Right, I know where I can stand. I know where I can stand. And now you're gonna make me bring 100 people and nobody will go in this damn bank. You laughing, you don't think it could be done. You have one too and get the hell away from me. Yeah, cause you got a gun? You damn coward. You think I'm scared of you? Telling me where I can stand. This what they do to our people, trying to bully them. Cause you got that damn gun. Get the fuck out my face. Cartel West, I was on my way to the car to leave until they brought another security. That's why I stayed. I was on my way to the car. So now he telling me why I can't stand. If I want to stay on this sidewalk and do this shit all day, that's what it is. But you black men want to be cowards. We got to police our own communities. You're correct, Ant. That means getting out in the damn streets. I'm on the sidewalk. I'm not on your property. You don't have nothing to say to me. You have nothing to say to me. I'm on the sidewalk. This public property. I'm on the sidewalk. I'm on the public property, the sidewalk. If I want to walk up that, hell away from me. We'll shut this bank down where it'll be out of business. I asked the manager, why am I going through a metal detector? She already told me every Fifth Third, it came out of her mouth. Every Fifth Third bank does not have a metal detector. So why the hell we got one here? Because you treat us like criminals. Now call the police. You have to call backup, right? Just like y'all do to our kids. You have to call backup. Cause you got that gun. What? Stop what? Stop what? I'm not close up on you. I ain't scared of that gun you got either. I'm telling you I ain't. You ain't gonna treat me like I'm some type of criminal. So people that's just tuning in, I go make a deposit for my aunt. This isn't my bank. They say, put your keys, do this. So I come in, I asked the teller, why did I have to go through a metal detector? He said, because this is the policy. I said, I need to talk to the branch manager. I asked her a question. Does every Fifth Third bank in the city or Chicagoland area make you do this? Her answer was no. I said, well, why do we have to do it? Of course, she had no answer, people. So now the security guard, you on 79th Street. Look at the video. So now 79th has the right to be treated different than Hyde Park, different than the Gold Coast, different than Edgewater, different than Wrigleyville, Uptown, Downtown, Batavia, Orland. You see, people? Now let's compare that to schools. So that means any school on 79th Street in this area, which one of the schools I taught at, Arthur Ashe, 83rd and Ingleside, Avalon, Dixon. Just because this isn't in a good neighborhood, these kids don't deserve a proper education. Now you see what's happening, people. They don't care about those kids. Because they assume, because they get that they're from this area, that they don't deserve better. I cannot take it no more. And when the hell y'all gonna get tired of taking this shit? But you love the kids. I'm going to my car before you say I did something wrong. Video it. Video it. Video it. As a customer, I got rights. You ain't nothing but a coward. Look at you videoing it. That's what your daddy told you to do, didn't he? Good little boy. Good little boy. Go video it. Go video it. Good little boy. Good little boy. So now he want to video me. Daddy told him to video. We getting rid of the metal detectors, I guarantee. We not going through that shit. People, all you got to do is call corporate. Going to be treated like animals. This the Fifth Third on 79th Street. Why would you keep coming in the bank that makes you like you a damn animal? There are other banks, people. Pour your money out of it. Now he want to come film me. Who told him? Oh, go film him. Go film him. People, I'm coming down 79th Street. Where I'm about to take you now is early where I told you to where the guy had, where he held the woman her daughter hostage and he jumped out the building. I'm on my way, right on 79th Street. This is it, people. I'm going to get a close-up. The people that saw the incident where the guy held the woman hostage, her daughter, burnt the building. Do you know how many lives that affects, people? All because the woman simply, more than likely, didn't want him. Gentlemen, if a lady doesn't want you, find another one. Handle your business. Get a job. Get a business. Do something productive. Women, stop dating people that aren't doing anything productive. This is it, people. This is it. We have to do better, people. We have to do better. See where it's boarded up, people? Small decisions, people, affect many people's lives. Look. Now, if that decision, everybody's got to leave the building. All their clothes were ruined. Put the pictures. A lot of them had certain pictures. Family memories. This is my frat brother's business. Which he's doing great at. But now he's got to wait for this to get fixed. The building. For those of you who are watching that need different insurances, let me read it. This is Prime America, people. Prime America. You can go to Craig Lane. Look at it, people. Life insurance. We all need life insurance, people. We need life insurance because we got to leave our kids something, a fact that we're all going to die. So at least leave your kids something. That's what other races do. Long-term care insurance. Investments. Again, I don't want to give Craig Lane's number out, but you can find him. Those of you that are his friends, frat brothers, family, if you need investments and stuff like this, Craig Lane. Craig, I don't want to give his number, but Craig Lane. People, he's got to keep business. This is a tragic event. So let's turn this into somewhat something like a learning experience. Again, if you need investments, go to Craig Lane. Craig, if you on here, you can inbox him. Because I'm not going to give you his phone number on a live feed because he doesn't want everybody possibly to have his number. But you can find him on Facebook, Craig Lane, Prime America. This is his office. Again, life insurance, long care insurance investments, Prime America. This is his office. Barbershop. This is another business. To the people watching, I see you, Henry. I love you. My former student, I see you. So to our people, you have to have businesses for a community to function. A community cannot function without business, people. We're the only people that do not understand that. Henry's watching. That's why the Mexican community has Little Village. The Chinese community has Chinatown. The gay community has Boys Town, Greek Town, Korean Town. Do you get it? What does Carlos mean? In the Jewish community, the money turns over 18 times. That means people, it does not leave the community until it goes around the community 18 times. The Asian and the Arab community, it turns over 8 to 12 times. Spanish community, Caucasian community, 6 to 12 times. Guess what our community turns, people? 0. 0, people. It turns 0. 0. 0 means, people, we have no businesses. We do not support each other's businesses. All our money goes to every other business. Well, Carlos, go further. Females, when you go get your hair done, that weave you're buying, you don't own that business, so all the money you're spending to buy all that weave, other races are getting it. You haven't thought enough to pool money together and buy the weave yourself? When you go in the nail shop, who owns the nail shops? The Asians and Koreans own them. So we have a couple of black nail shops. Those are the ones you should be going to. The rest of the sisters should be working on buying their own nail shops, hair shops, beauty salons, wholesaling the weave. But what do our females do? They want to act ratchet. Not all of you. Not all of you. We want to gossip and talk about each other. This starts with the family. How did the young girls learn this? They didn't learn this on their own. They've observed this. So the adults must model a behavior. That starts with peace, love, unity, togetherness. Truth. This makes no sense. That people have to suffer because a guy made a decision, all this because a woman didn't want him. Men, we gotta step up. We have to. This is total chaos, people. We are in total chaos. Please share the video, people. Share the video. I need support. Tomorrow I have to go out to Dalton. Well, why does Carlos have to go to Dalton? Because I have to go to court for a BS ordinance they gave me for interfering with a public hearing. Some BS ordinance that they tried. And they're trying to fine me $500. See, that's what they do, people. They bully you with police and money. We, the people, are in control. We, the people. We, the people. I got to be out there at 3 o'clock, people. I need your support. The other protesters that got arrested need your support. It's a total of 4 of us. We got to go to court at 3 o'clock. Dalton, the Village Hall right next to the police station and fire station. You guys saw the video when me, my brother, members of One Team, One Plan, One Brand, Twan, one of my former students, Chris and Cam, my nephews, Ryan, my other nephews, a lot of us were out there. Well, Carlos, why did you go back to the police station? Because a police officer named Officer Lacey violated our rights. And we had to let Officer Lacey and the Dalton police station know that we would not tolerate that. People, I told you I would die for this. My word is my bond. Of course, the enemy's watching this video like the good people are watching it. To the people, Carlos did not commit suicide. Those of you that know Carlos loves life too much. He loves helping the kids in the community. He loves women. So why in God's name would I kill myself? So if it comes to that, you know that's a lie. Carlos does not do drugs. So Carlos didn't have a drug overdose. Carlos didn't jump out of a building. Carlos didn't drown in the lake. So if Carlos is missing, you guys know the truth because I'm telling you what the truth is. Because it's time to expose this. We the people That includes the black people, the Spanish people, the Caucasian people, because you have good and bad in everything, people. Those students I taught at Brighton Park, their parents, those are some of the greatest people I ever met in my life. Henry, I see you watching. Henry on here is the one that started our Powerhouse basketball program. Well, before Henry was Angelo, Ralph, Leon, but I'm saying Henry when we got to the level where we was competitive. From Henry came Julian, Wedo, Jose, Sal, Daniel, Edwin, Robert, Francisco, where we almost won the city championship. We won multiple park district championships, McGuane, McKinley, St. Agnes. We traveled anywhere, people. And when we went to the Final Four right there at Hyde Park, where we beat, I forgot the school we beat. Again, Craig Lane, Prime America. Come on, people, we could do better. We all need life insurance. We need to support each other as a people. Brothers, come on, man. Y'all not seeing what's happening? A brother did this. This could have been your aunt, your daughter, your sister, your cousin, your wife. So if men don't step up, this is going to continue to happen. The police could do their part, but they cannot do everything, people. We have to police our own communities. Craig, would you like to talk? No. He's here. That's who I was telling you, Prime America. So if you need services, inbox him, because he can still work without the office. He got the stuff he needs. This is Craig, people, the owner of Prime America that I told you about.
Right, and I just wanted to say one thing. There's some, serious mental illness. A guy held her hostage for 72 hours, tortured her.
Oh,
and,
man.
Burn up the building and was going to try to commit suicide. But I guess the fire was too hot for him. He jumped out the third story. So just want to make sure you take care of your family, look out for people. And when people reach out, try to help as much as you can. And that's it.
Right. Thank you, Craig. So I didn't really want to speak much on, I just said the incident. Craig knows the facts. Again, people, if you do not know the facts, it's best not to speak until the facts come out. So Craig just gave you the facts of what happened. A guy held the woman hostage for how many hours?
72.
And so the police were out here for 3 days?
No, it was a bunch of stuff that we got to deal with actually for that. But he was held up in there 14 hours though. When SWAT went and got him out, and he jumped out the window.
And I'm assuming he broke his legs.
Yep. Definitely did, so we'll be prosecuting as soon as he gets his burns and stuff taken care of. We will be prosecuting.
So people, just like Craig said, this all started with, again, we got to address mental illness. So we need, if this keeps happening in our communities, where are the mental illness facilities? I know they got them in other communities, where they at in our communities? Because we don't step up and say anything. Craig can't, this is the truth. People, y'all gotta share because everybody's affected. Now the people gotta move out the building. Craig gotta figure out how to still run his business without his office. That kind of wanna, oh. This is the adjuster, people. That's the adjuster, people, for the building. People share the videos to my frat brothers. Craig is our frat brother. He needs our help now. Y'all know that. If that's our brother, we'll support with action, not just words. We want to pray because the Creator's in control of everything. But right now, he needs more than prayers, people. He lost all his clothes, the stuff. He needs our support. What does Carlos mean? And why don't we get together and get Craig out to watch the game? He lost his clothes, so a real brother steps up. Our families must step up. But I see and then what upsets me the most is how we say we love each other and we're family. We'll party together at the family reunion, won't we? We'll party together on Christmas. We'll party together on Thanksgiving. You know why? Because you know you're going to eat good, you're going to drink good, and those of you smoke know that the cousins and the uncles and the women that smoke going to have plenty of weed for the Christmas, for the Thanksgiving, for the 4th of July. Let's call it what it is. Just like the same thing. Fraternities and sororities. You got time for every picnic, don't you? You don't miss a picnic. High school, CVS, Kenwood, Hyde Park, Whitney Young, Dunbar. You don't miss picnics, do you? Have you ever thought to start raising money at the picnic? Because if all those people at a picnic and you raise money, don't you think that you can give back to the school? Maybe set up scholarships? Maybe find out what the students in the school need? To those people that go to Kenwood, CVS, Dunbar, when have you ever been back to the school since you left? When have you ever went back to talk to the students that go there to let them know I'm a former alumni? What does Carlos mean? Say you're a doctor. Say I'm going to use Kenwood. So say that a doctor at Kenwood, if you went back to the school and a kid saw that you was a doctor, now the kid could see for themselves, man, somebody at my school actually is a doctor. Somebody at CVS, if you're a teacher, why not go back to the school? Why don't you go to the principals and talk to them to say, man, I'm an ex-graduate from this school. I would like to talk to the kids. The kids have to see us, particularly black men. Black men have to come back because a lot of the kids do not have success because a lot of them come from single-parent homes. So they don't see many positive role models. Their role models are Jay-Z. Their role models are LeBron James. Their role model is the hustler on the street. That's what one team, one plan, one brand is. When we come together as the community, we pull the resources of the community together. Because in our community, we have successful people in all walks of life. Every profession, every business. The problem is we have not got together to pull it all together. A lot of people are going to Vegas this weekend. There's nothing wrong with going to have fun. But it's something wrong when you are too selfish and you're not caring about the kids. What does Los mean? How can you take a trip to Vegas and you don't even take your kids anywhere? So that trip to Vegas is more important than your kids. No, it's not, Carlos. The hell it ain't. Don't you think your kid knows, mommy, daddy about to go to Vegas? You don't think the kid has resentment to know that you'll do that, but won't take them anywhere? How would that make you feel? Let's go over some simple numbers. Oh, they know everybody from Chicago's coming to Vegas. So the normal hotel prices are going to jump up. So if I had to make a prediction, the rooms are going to cost $250. Most of us are going to go on Thursday because you're going to want to just enjoy yourself. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a hotel room going to cost you $1,000. You got to get on the plane. Of course they took the plane price up because they know the people from Chicago are coming. So let's predict that's probably another $500. So we have $1,500. I'm not trying to count anybody money. I'm just giving you simple math. So we didn't pay $1,500 for the plane, the hotel. We ain't discussed how much it's going to cost to get in the football game. So let's just estimate $200, $1,700. You're going to eat. You're going to drink. You're going to gamble. You're going to go to the clubs. Of course, they're going to take the parties of the club up because they know you're coming from Chicago. You're going to want to ball out of control because you know the women will be there. So let's just estimate easy 3,000. Some of us are ball to spend 5 to 6. Come on. But when it comes to giving these programs money, you don't have any money. And you wonder why the kids don't respect us. Because we failed them, people. I didn't say everybody, because there are successful parents out here. I'm talking about the community as a whole, people. We have failed. Now, people know that I like to equate life to sports. The Detroit Lions are the worst team in the history of professional sports. So comparing our community, people, the black communities in America are the Detroit Lions. Let's talk Chicago. From Maywood to Bellwood, west suburbs. South suburbs, Harvey, Dalton, Riverdale, Cal City. These areas on the south side, the west side. Y'all know the areas that you don't want to go to. Where carjacking is happening in the so good neighborhoods. In Chatham a good neighborhood? Isn't Peel Hill a good neighborhood? Carjackings are happening there. Disarray is happening there. So people, we are the Detroit Lions. We don't want to continue to be the Detroit Lions. How do you change that? You changed it first with a plan. The plan is this. Every black man take 1 to 10 kids. Not your own son, not your own cousin, a kid you don't know. Or you could take a kid that's a friend of your kid or your cousin. Every woman do the same. Minimum of 1. Damn it, you can't tell me you don't have time for 1 kid to mentor them. Mentoring means that kid has your phone number. The women would take the women, the men would take the men. Fraternities and sororities, you got to step up. It's time to come out of them damn chapter meetings. It's time to hit the streets. It's time to hit the streets in unity, people. One team. What does team mean? Team means we work together. We work together. Men, we all got to work together now. The street organizations. The fraternities. The people that's not in either. The elders. The middle-aged men. The young men, the teenagers. We got to work as one. The same thing with the women. the elders, the sororities, the Eastern Stars, the beauticians. Everybody got to work as one starting today. Take one team. Next is plan. That's a plan. See, people, the team has a plan. The plan is us together. Together is the plan. Brand. The brand is number one, people. That means we're all equal. Carlos is equal with anybody. Doesn't make that Carlos started the organization of one team, one plan, one brand. We are all equal. That's why we wear the number one, people. Because the plan is for the team to get the community, to get the women, keep the women, children safe, and get the resources. Carlos, what are the resources? The resources are the damn money, people. The money that most of these, I didn't say all, let's say some of the politicians and preachers are stealing. How do we know this is a fact? Have some of them not been under federal investigation? Haven't some of them been arrested by the feds? What have they been arrested for? Stealing. Stealing. And when they steal from the community, they're stealing from your children because you continue to not hold them accountable. You continue not to see what's going on in the community. How can somebody steal if you're paying attention? One team, one plan, one brand. You could go to our website. We got the programs ready for the kids. One team, one plan, one brand.org. One team, one plan, one brand.org. Our Facebook, one team, one plan, one brand. Our YouTube, one team, one plan, one brand. Our Twitter, one team, one plan, one brand. Our Instagram, one team, one plan, one brand. As my frat brother Al Jean Lewis gave us a slogan, be the miracle. We can be the miracle. People, we can do this, but we only can do it together. We can do this, people. We will be the miracle. I need y'all help. I need everybody, please. Well, how is Carlos qualified to do this? I'm a former school teacher. I taught the school for 11 years. Why are the kids not learning? Because first, for a kid to learn, there are 5 things you have to do. The first thing you have to do, the kid has to know you love and care about them. Most teachers in the school don't love and care about them. The second thing, they must trust you. Because if they have been abandoned, they have trust issues. I sat in the room and cried with these kids when they told me my father didn't show up. I wish my father was in my life. Do you know how hurtful it is? I've had kids tell me, why did I have to be born to my parents? People, some of this stuff never left me because I had great parents, so I couldn't really experience what they were saying. But one thing I know when a person is hurt, and when you see some of the baddest boys that was the so-called class clowns, the so-called gangsters, the so-called roughest people in that room, when we would talk just one-on-one, they would break down and truly tell me how they felt. The third thing, people, it must be belief. First, they must believe in you. How can you teach somebody if they don't believe in you? Then you get them to believe in themselves. like my mom did with me. My brothers on here, we were we called the bad twins, the evil twins. I was the worst one from what everybody says. Well, Carlos, how were you bad in grammar school? Because I did everything imaginable. Threw spitballs, threw crayons, threw pens, felt on girls, ran around. But one thing happened. I had parents, and my mother said, I love you, son. You're a winner. You're a winner, son. You are a winner. To my mom, her two twin boys were the epitome of being winners. And those of you that do not know my brother had to fight for his life twice. Once when he was born. The second time in Carbondale when he called, I can't even pronounce the word. My mother was at that hospital every day. My mother drove to Carbondale immediately. At this time, I was going to basic training. I found the stories later. The first story I didn't know about because I was too young to remember. My mom to us, you're a winner, son. Son, she told me every day, I love you, son. My father was a man. He was there, but he just looked. Well, Carlos, why are you so girl crazy? Because starting in first grade, my father used to tell me, son, who's cute on that picture? Second grade, those are my St. Albee people where I went. We had beautiful girls. They turned out to be beautiful, successful women. We got a lot of them at St. Albee. He said, son, point her out. And then you know how I knew that I was on the right track? He'll just he'll smile and shake his head. That's how you teach people, by example. He figured I figured out on my own sooner or later because I came from the blood of him. I came from a lineage from his father, which is my grandfather. Same thing with my mom's side of the family. But my mother kept preaching, son, you are a winner, son. She would come up to that school and fight for me. What did my son do today? Oh, he did this. Cause I usually be sitting in the principal's office where we went to school. We got hit with the paddle. When you got discipline, we got hit. Because I went to a Catholic school. Normally the teacher hit you. If that didn't work, you went to the office and you got paddled. I just prayed that she didn't let my father know. So usually my mom would come to the school. What did my son do? But I saw my mom fighting for me. She knew I was bad, but one thing that they couldn't question is my son, how are his grades? What is he doing? You know why? I got good grades, people. The problem, I wasn't being challenged enough. So I was already bad and hyper. So if the work was easy, that means I got more time to play. So my mom would say, boy, why do you keep acting up? And I say, Mom, but I'm getting A's and B's. And son, you can't act like that. But the fact of the matter, I was getting A's and B's, and I might have been acting bad, but I was not disrespectful, people. I was just trying to have a little fun. So my point, all the kids need is us. The same thing I told when my mom said, you're a winner, son. Son, you're number one. Son, you can believe to achieve. Son, you can do anything you want to. Even though my mom, God bless her soul, is not with me, her spirit is with me and her blood is in me because she taught me from the time I was a baby, you are a winner, son. Son, you are a winner. You're a winner, son. That's why with one team, one plan, one brand, we wear the one on the back. We wear the one so the kids know they're winners. People that just tuning in, this all started. I was down the street on 79th Street at Fifth Third Bank. All I did was simply want to deposit money in the bank for my aunt. I go in the bank and they had a metal detector. I said, why am I going through a metal detector? I didn't say nothing about the security outside. You got security outside. So now you want me to still go through a metal detector? So then the next thing I asked, the next thing I asked her, I asked to tell her this, so of course I said, get the bank manager. So the bank manager comes out. I said, why am I going through a metal detector? And she said, well, that's our policy. I said, if that's your policy, does every Chicagoland area Fifth Third Bank have a metal detector? So those of you in different, and then she told me no. I know the answer. So those of you in different communities, I need you to inbox me a Fifth Third that doesn't. So that's where I'm gonna go to film there to show the people how we're getting treated. So in the school, I understand the security guard people, but now you're making people go through metal detectors. So how do you think that makes kids feel before they do something like a damn criminal? Is that number one? Does that make you feel like a winner? And you got to go through a damn through all this just to get to school? Can't the security guard handle this? Is it this bad, people? If it's this bad, people, it's time for people to get involved. From the governor, to the mayor, to the state reps, to the aldermen, to the Illinois senators, the Illinois Congress people. It's time, people, for us to see what in God's name is going on in our communities. It starts from the top, the leadership. Every ward has an alderman. Go to the alderman's office and ask them what is going on. But we don't want to do that because we're too lazy. But we're not too lazy to talk on Facebook. We're not too lazy to comment on Facebook. All the kids are crazy. They not like we were. Really? Some of you wasn't out here banging. You wasn't out here smoking weed. You wasn't out here drinking. I know I was drinking at a young age. I didn't bang because my father already told me the ass whooping I was going to get if he found out I was gang banging. And I didn't smoke. I smoked before. I passed out on a couple women, so I knew that wasn't for me. I was giggling, and then I passed out, and they was mad, and I was like, nah, anything that's going to make me pass out on women, I don't need. So what does Los do? He drinks. He drinks what he knows his body does. Vodka, normally Tito's, sometimes Sky, Kettle One, and then Hennessy and Cavassier. Well, Los, why is Los telling us this? Because it starts with us telling the truth, telling the kids. That doesn't mean you do it. Don't you think they know what the hell you do? You live with them. If you don't want them to know, you shouldn't be doing it in the house, correct? Again, we have my frat brothers, Craig, at the building. He told you what happened. A guy held a woman hostage for, he said, 72 hours. People, that's 3 days. And her daughter. All because I would assume that the woman probably said, I don't want to be with you anymore. We got to do better, people. People, we got to do better. We can beat a miracle. Pray to our Creator. Ask him. We want to do better. But it's going to take more than praying, people. A prayer doesn't work without action. Remember, God, whoever you want to call him, I call him the creator because different people got different religious beliefs. The creator created you in the image of him. So the image of him is not a lazy person. That means we can't be lazy. So just praying ain't gonna work, people. Prayer without action is nothing. When I pledged, in my opinion, everybody has an opinion, the greatest fraternity in the world, Phi Beta Sigma, and I could tell you one of the chapters that got down. What did that mean? I don't give, well, you know, I am from Deadly Delta Tau. When you didn't do what you were supposed to do when you pledged, there was a consequence. You know what that normally was, people? Ass whooping. Exercise. You having to study harder. Because they simply were trying to teach me the saying that I'm about to give you. Excuses are tools of incompetence, used to build monuments of nothingness. Those who dwell on them seldomly succeed. That's the same thing that they taught me that I taught my kids. There's no such thing as an excuse. You'll be in a push-up, son. Girl, you holding them dictionaries. What do you mean you don't have the homework? What do you mean you didn't study for your test? Why would somebody do anything if there's no consequence? Well, Carlos, you're being too hard on the kids. Damn it, is the judge gonna not be hard on them when they get in front of the judge and the judge pulls that rap sheet out and says, you have 25 years in the Illinois State Correctional Facility. Do you think they give a damn about your mom, grandma, cousins, sisters' emotion? So we better get these kids now before they head to the Illinois Department of Corrections. People, to love something, you must know something. So I'm in a fraternity, right? I'm a Sigma from DT. How can I love it if I don't respect the people that were before me? What does Los mean? SS Deception. SS Polo. On Polo was Captain Chaos. Chaos people meant kick ass on sight. The deuce is what my Rico was the deuce. The man gave me more advice than, I'm telling you, when I say the man mentored me like I was his real little brother. What do you mean? He walked me around campus. He introduced me to people. The man even gave me money before he left. People, this is why I was pledging. He said, you're going to make, just like my mom said, son, you're a winner. That's what Rico told me. Him and Lloyd. Do you know what that meant, that feeling meant for an old school brother to say you're going to make it? Because those of you know Deadly Delta Tau, that ain't no punk, man. But it just gave you encouragement. Mo Taylor, whack. Rod Peabody. Charlie True. VJ. Next after them, phase 2. Paul and Keith. Captain Smooth and Anchor Old Spice. SS AWOL, Lil Joe, I love you. Keep fighting, brother. BCBS. Alfonso. Don was the deuce. Herman was the 3 and the anchor was Walt Chew. That's Charlie Chew's brother. After that was SS Solid, which my dean, Captain Blue Blooded. Craig, where I'm at his office now, 2 Thorough. AJ was the 3, Tyrone was the 4, and Anchor Iceberg Tom was the 5. After that was SS Trauma. It was 9 of them, which I had 7 players' fathers. The captains was Suave, Deuce Rawhide, Navigator Alpine, which was my 2 original players' fathers were Shine and Lucky. The 4 Die Hard. Alpine and Die Hard were my original fathers before I even got online. Let's talk about those 2 great brothers. Remember I told you about when I was wild in grammar school? It didn't change. Usually your personality follows itself. Grammar school. Then I went to De La Salle High School. Adam, Theo, Joel.